Hey everyone, today we're diving into something a little different. It's about online pharmacies.
Okay.
We've all seen the ads, right?
Right.
Cheaper meds delivered to your door. Sounds pretty good, especially these days.
Yeah.
But what if I told you those savings
Yeah.
could come with a hidden cost,
Mm.
a potentially deadly one? We're talking counterfeit drugs, unexpected ingredients, the
Hmm.
kind of stuff that lands you in the ER or
Exactly.
worse.
It's a scary thought, and it's something we really need to be talking about.
And that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going deep on this, looking at some new warnings from the CDC. And there's this case just released by the Department of Justice. It's heartbreaking, really.
Right.
So let's just get right into it, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
The CDC is basically saying ordering your meds online, it's a gamble, a big one. You think you're getting your usual prescription, but it could be anything. Counterfeit drugs, often laced with fentanyl.
Yeah, and fentanyl, that's not something to mess around with. It's way more powerful than heroin or morphine.
Stronger than heroin, seriously.
Yeah, and the thing is, most people wouldn't even know they're taking it until it's too late.
So how do we even know if we're at risk? I mean, how many of these online pharmacies are even legit?
Well, that's the scary part. The National Association of Boards of Pharmacy estimates that a whopping 95%, you heard that right, 95% of online pharmacies are operating illegally.
95%? Are you serious?
I wish I was kidding. That means the odds of you finding a safe and legitimate online pharmacy are slim to none. And that's terrifying, especially when you consider just how many people rely on prescription medications.
It really makes you rethink clicking on those ads, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
You hear that 95% figure, and it's easy to think, well, that won't happen to me. But then you read about cases like this one the DOJ just released. It's about an Army veteran, and I got to warn you, it's tough to hear.
Yeah, it's a tragic story.
She thought she was taking her prescribed oxycodone like she'd done a million times before, but it was counterfeit,
Yeah.
laced with, you guessed it, fentanyl.
Yeah, and tragically, she didn't make it. It's a stark reminder that this issue has real human consequences.
This isn't some abstract problem. This is affecting real people.
Exactly, and it's more common than people realize. Nearly a quarter of Americans who use online pharmacies have reported receiving harmful or counterfeit meds.
See, that's what gets me. A quarter of people. That's huge.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is heavy stuff. We get it. What do we do? How do we protect ourselves?
Well, the CDC keeps it pretty straightforward. They recommend sourcing your medication only from licensed healthcare providers and pharmacies you know and trust.
So basically, if you've known your pharmacist for years, you're probably good.
Exactly. Stick to what you know. And if you've already purchased medications online, maybe before you knew the risks, take a minute, verify that pharmacy's license. If anything seems off, even a little bit, dispose of those meds safely. No second thoughts.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Absolutely. And here's a big one. Keep naloxone on hand. It's an overdose reversal drug that's easy to get, and it can literally be the difference between life and death.
Naloxone. Got it. Okay, so we're being careful. But it still begs the question, why are so many people risking it with online pharmacies in the first place? What's the appeal?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it forces us to look at the bigger picture. Like, let's be honest, the cost of prescription drugs in the U.S. is outrageous for a lot of people. So these online options, as risky as they are, might seem like the only way to afford the medications they desperately need.
It's a tough spot to be in, for sure.
It is, and it highlights a much larger issue within our healthcare system.
So where do we go from here?
Honestly, I think awareness is key. Understanding the risks, knowing how to protect yourself, and engaging in conversations like this one. That's a huge step in the right direction.
I completely agree. Knowledge is power, right? So let's keep talking about it. Share this information with your friends, your family. Let's look out for each other.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And for those of you listening, stay informed, stay safe, and make sure you're getting your meds from trusted sources. We'll be back next time with another deep dive. Until then, take care.